Now listen carefully. What Trump has to remember, and what you have to remember, is that he doesn't have to tell anybody anything. He doesn't have to prove anything. He doesn't have to put any evidence on. He doesn't have to do anything. He can sit back and throw roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, impeaching all witness, challenging, objecting, pretrial motions, motions in limine, motions to dismiss, invariably for the statute of limitations having expired. He doesn't say anything. He's not going to take the stand. This is not a case about hush money. Let me say this again. It's not about a fixer. This guy, what are you talking about? Fixer? For God's sake. There's no fixer involved in this. Michael Cohen has the operative IQ of a dart. He wasn't fixing anything. This is about something else. This is about a Rube Goldberg kind of collective attempt on their part to take a falsified business records statute, which is a state statute. Listen carefully. With a statute of limitations that ran 2 years, ran after 2 years. It's no longer extant. They take that, and to revive it, to keep it alive, they bolster it. They supercharge it with what amounts to, in essence, this felonious attempt to buttress it. What am I saying? Imagine this is the misdemeanor case. This is the falsifying records. If I take those elements, which of course the statute of limitations has already run, and I add something to it, if I say, yeah, not only did he merely file knowingly false business records, but it was done to hide, to secrete a crime. You see what I'm saying? A crime. Now you can have, and what they're going to do is they're going to develop, or they're going to produce all of these canceled checks showing that Trump paid or reimbursed or whatever his lawyer Cohen for basically paying off Dusty Saddles, or whatever her name is. Why is that important? Because they're trying, and this is why this is so difficult for people to understand. It's not about hush money. And stop saying that Bill Clinton and the money that he paid Paula Jones was somehow hush money. That's okay. That's just a lawsuit. It's not hush money. They're saying he didn't claim, or he basically uses hush money as a campaign contribution that he did not otherwise document as such. That he benefited from this. That by shutting up this chanteuse wannabe, that it benefited his election efforts, his campaign. How about the fact where he says, no, I paid her out. I didn't want my wife to find out. No, that's not what happened. You see, that wasn't money to keep her quiet so Melania wouldn't find out. No, that was to pay her off so she wouldn't talk, because that silencing would help your campaign. Trump doesn't give a damn about it. He likes this. Look, I don't know him, but something in me says he likes you saying, I got that one, and I get that one, and McDougal, He's never shied away from that. I mean, I don't know him. It's ridiculous. You have to, so, let me go back to what I'm saying. You've got to prove that Trump knowingly did this, filed falsified business records, but he did it in order to benefit himself in his election. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, prove this. Trump doesn't have to say anything. Just sit back and say, and go after Cohen. You're the linchpin, are you not, Mr. Cohen? Yes, you're it. This is based upon you, correct? This whole case is you telling the District Attorney's Office of New York, you're telling them that you were responsible for paying off this trollop, this slattern, this virago termagant, this Malkin, this fallen chanteuse. You paid her off. And that Trump then reimbursed you for paying her off, right? So it all comes down to your testimony and your veracity and your trustworthiness. But you're a liar. You lied to the federal government. You lied to Congress. You basically lied to Mr. Ryan, who produced a document saying that you privately gave Miss Clifford the money. You did it, and that you weren't reimbursed. And this Mr. Ryan, an estimable lawyer, wrote that based upon what you told him, and now you're saying that was a lie. And then you got Mr. Costello, your other lawyer, who says you're a liar. You're lying to everybody. So the jury is going to have to sit there and figure out, Mr. Cohen, when you're telling the truth and when you're not. Are you lying now? Were you lying then? What's going on here? What is happening here? How does it? What are you doing? This is what it's about. Trump doesn't have to say anything. Pound him, pound him. I wouldn't ask Stormy Daniels that question about anything. What are you doing here? Stormy Daniels, yeah, okay. You don't know anything about this. Why should I answer for you? Or were you involved in any kind of the particular entry of this transaction on the Trump Corporation books? No. Were you involved in the alleged remuneration or reimbursement of Mr. Cohen? No. Were you involved? No. What are you doing here? You just want what? Your 5 minutes of fame? Get out of here. Get out of here. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. So it's up to you, Cohen. You're it. So we're supposed to believe you. Now you're telling the truth that Trump, that this canceled check was for reimbursement? We're supposed to believe that? But you said before it wasn't. But you were lying then. But you're not lying now. Then you turn to the jury and say, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, President Trump, and by the way, they're going to be going crazy over the name President Trump. They're going to go crazy. They're going to do motions in limine to say, no, refer to him as Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump, he's a former president. This is the only time this ever has been done in the history of our country. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and I do not expect you to like President Trump or not like him. We don't care whether you voted for him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who he is. You've got one issue to answer here. One issue, and that is simply this. Did Mr. Bragg's office, did the people, the good people of the city of New York, really the county of New York, but did the Manhattan DA's office prove beyond a reasonable doubt that President Trump, again, if you can get past motions to dismiss, knowingly and intentionally filed falsified business records in order to commit a crime, that crime being what exactly? Oh, yes. Not declaring as a campaign benefit, paying off this slattern to keep her mouth shut. Now, if you can understand that, good for you. But I submit, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that there is plenty of doubt. The whole case is doubt because it hinges on the testimony of a liar. A liar. Michael Cohen is an absolute bald-faced, mean, Brobdingnagian, colossal liar, the likes of which we have never seen. And that's why if you follow your duty as a juror, you will return a quick, hasty and a true verdict of not guilty. So say you all. And with that, my dear friend, I thank you so much for letting me come into your brain and in your ears. Thank you for this. Thank you for letting me speak. Remember, I'm here to talk to you about the law, not to support President Trump, but to support the Constitution. All right, my friends, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. I think that's what you call it. And also hit that little bell or whatever particular mechanism there is to allow you to notify when there are new videos coming. We have live broadcasts, live streaming coming up, so stay tuned. In any event, have a wonderful and a great day. Don't ever change me. That's sincerely. And now comment as you see fit.